Hello, how's everyone and their families doing? I hope you are all doing quite well by the grace. All right, so today is a freestyle discussion in life issues, and I'm going to start with talking about understanding ourselves, right? Because many times what happens is that we have both genders, we will talk in terms of how other people cannot understand us, or our partners cannot understand us, our families, parents cannot understand us, but we ourselves do not even have um, any knowledge or understanding of who we are, the things that we capable of, and what areas that we struggle. Many of us focus on what others will think of us when we do things, right? So some of us will do things um, to soothe other people, especially those who are in relationship or married, right? Or if you're looking for a certain friendship. Welcome, everyone. How are you guys doing when you come? Also share the program, invite friends so we all can learn. On this platform, we come to learn, right? We come to teach and learn. So if I bring any topic, or you have any interesting topic that you want to discuss, let me know. Topics that I will raise, if you have knowledge of it, by all means, you also bring your understanding, your productive comments, so we can also learn from you. Barbara Elizabeth Colors, how are you? Happy weekend to you as well. It's good to see you. My dear Crystal, right? Welcome. Brother Ankara Quiz. Brother Ankara, long time no see. How have you been? It's good to see you always. Um, Mohammed, how are you doing? In terms of, many of us focus mostly on others' issues, right? We have the tendency of seeing two others' problem rather than our own. So it's always important to have understanding of us, what we are, what we can do, and what we can be, all right, or where we're going. So the meaning of understanding the self is having insight into one's own behavior, attitudes, strength, and weaknesses. It is the individual's ability to say and know what he or she is good at or needs improvement. Self understanding is one of the highest goals in psychology. The reason why is the highest goal in psychology. To work on yourself, it takes a lot of patience, time, learning, inquire so many different resources, and also look in your inner self to really figure out in areas that you are good at, your strength, and then also identify your stronghold, which is your weakness. Because a lot of times our enemies, people that we don't get along with, people who do not like us, people who wants to harm us, people who wants to use us, people who wants to just take, and use our kindness against us. No. They always do that through your weaknesses, not through your strength. So it's always important Angelo, how are you doing? Okay, so it's hey, I don't understand the language you put to. It looks like you have a question, but I don't understand it. Mhm. So, like, the reason why when we go into relationships and marriages, or we have a friendship, right? The reason why most of them fail and do not improve is because a lot of times when you have someone closer to you, they learn your weakness. They don't come and learn your strength, because your strength will prevent them from getting things from you, from using you, from taking things from you, and so many, or to be able to harm you. If we are to have understanding of ourselves and we build more strength in our life now, trust in me, no one, including your better half, will not have any opportunity to harm you, to hurt you, to deceive you, to do so many unbeneficial things to you for their own selfish interests. So, like, before we try to help others, to influence others, to take care of others, we always need to work on us first. Understand us, what you are about. Obapa Nanaraba, welcome. It's good to see you always. Good evening to you as well. Good evening to you also on your end. So, we need to be able to figure things out. Get a journal, make a list of things that you are good, I would say great at, right? Or good at, because you're always going to have to work on a lot of things. Your strength also, keep in mind, at times our strength can also become our weaknesses, right? Because when you make a decision not to continue to strengthen your strength by, tweaking here and there, because sometimes someone will be like, my strength will, keep me going. If you don't do your homework, you don't learn other better coping skills, and you always one way, people will figure out your one way. You always have to find different methods of solution to deal with one problem. Because when you find multiple solutions to fix one problem, trust me, ain't nobody going to know which method you're going to use to deal with this situation. We are humans. Things happen. Sometimes you're trying to keep yourself out of situation, but for some reason, sometimes you find yourself in situation through a friend, through a family member, with your partner and stuff like that. For instance, if you have an unfaithful partner, what happened? They are the ones bringing the third party into your relationships and your marriages. Sometimes someone will say, well, the wife is faithful or the husband is faithful. True that. In some instances, this instances comes about because some of us choose to ignore certain things. When you see certain signs, you don't take the time that you need to address the issues. Some of us will say, okay, I'm just going to not say anything, but I'll put that in prayers, right? And you pray, but nothing is changing, because the person who is actively doing things has not put it in their mind that they're going to stop. So the best way to deal with situation, assess it, make a list, how you're going to proceed with this, how do you deal with that, how do you confront this? So it is, you have to be strategic. It cannot be impromptu things, because you cannot do it in such manner. A lot of times, some people, will tell you, okay, why is it important for me to be self-aware? It's important for you to be self-aware because that's your lifeline. If you're not self-aware of everything that's happening in your life, your decision making, your happiness, you are going to be just go through one problem after another for the rest of your life. Before you know it, or before you realize it, it's too late. We each and every one of us are on this world, on this earth, for a purpose. Almost each and every one of us knows the day that we were born. We know our birthday. Except, the older people, our great grandparents and stuff, like some of them use the year that so and so was a president, for when they were born, or how old they were. So they will use that to calculate what year they were born, and then they will come out with the month and the day for themselves. But some of us, we know exactly the year, the month, the day that we were born, because we can go to our parents and ask them. And some of us have our birth certificate, so we know that not everybody had that privilege to do that. But the day that we will leave this earth, none of us know. I mean, God is great, though. When it comes to the things, there nothing is impossible when it comes to our Maker. Anything, everything is possible if we believe in ourselves, we do things accordingly without rushing. But some people have their brain sitting in their head, wasting space in their head, Keke, because they don't have the capacity, the ability to function the way they need to function. Some people, when you speak sense into them, they will disregard you. People are more inclined to go and insult someone because they don't agree with what the person is saying, or the person is speaking the truth. So they take on something that has nothing to do with them, but because what you teaching is a description of their personality, so they get mad. Some people get mad for no reason because they don't want to change. We have the greatest gift in us, within us. We have the brain. We have everything that we possibly. There are some people who are born into this world. They don't have sight. Some, they have mouth, but they cannot speak. Some, they don't have hands. Some don't have legs. Some don't even have their thighs. Like, there's so much. But some of us, we are so lucky. We have everything that we need. In America, the one thing I love about America, when it comes to disability, the government, I love the government for that. But even with people with disability, they work on themselves to do better. Some of them, they find jobs and work as hard. Even some of them work harder than those who have any type of disability. But when we come to our Ghanaian community, some of them, they don't have no disability, but how they act, you would think, say, that person does not have any sense at all. Obapen and says sometimes we need to confront issues and give ultimatums when necessary. Bum, bum, bum. I agree with that. How many Ghanaian women will confront issues and give ultimatums when necessary to their husband? You will have a small percentage. And within the small percentage will be women who are independent and capable of taking care of themselves. Taking care of themselves. The ones who are dependent on their husbands and lifetime partners, they see it, but because it said they don't have the ability to take care of them, their own self financially, and a whole lot of other things, they will say, I'm praying, I'm waiting. God is my savior. I will just, let him go. He will go, do whatever, he will come home. My sister, you have to think about your mental health, your peace of mind. When it comes to the psychological and the emotional aspect in that, I won't tell you, say, sit there and just watch. And when they get tired, whenever does a cheater gets tired, do they get tired? Hell to the no. They get tired from where, okay? Where do they get tired from? They don't get tired. Even if his mistress or the side chick get tired of him because they have achieved whatever they have to achieve now, they will move on to another person. You see, our men, some of you talk about you want respect. You want your women to respect you, right? But some of you don't respect your women. Based on your actions, you don't respect them. You do whatever because you have some men now. If they're the one taking care of you, you are depending on them now. They expect to tell you what to do, what to wear, who to be friends with, when you can go out to church. Like, there is so many rules and regulations. Nyame bɛyɛ fo Obaba Kellen. Nyame bɛyɛ fo no munyaye o, because ebi mo di nyame bɛyɛ omawu. Wuwu kwa wukun no. Anasa we ye bema ɛna ɔbaa no na yɛ head of the house. Wumpɛ dwumayɛ, wuti fie ɛna wudidi. Na wadiane no kura wudi krempo. Kyerɛ wuntimi ndi that much. Because it says a bema wunye juma for more than 6 months now that fear. You go see Pepe. You will see how your woman will treat you. They will treat you like you nothing. When you eating the food now, they will give you the food. But before you finish eating the food now, and when it comes to food, you chop, you don't say nothing. When you finish, you drink water, you burp, and then you sleep. When are you looking for a job? So like, I just don't get it. Sometimes, I listen to some people, I look at things and I see certain things and I'll be like, you know what? When are we going to learn to have better understanding of ourselves? Sometimes we say opposite attract. It's a fact. There are some people now, you have one who is very quiet, reserved, and the other one, hey, don't come close. And then, sometimes you kind of mirror each other. And sometimes you may have two who are like fire. They are able to make it work because they learn to understand themselves and each other. So they compromise. They learn to compromise. Now, when you go and when you make a decision to date or marry someone who tells you, I like the way I am, I was never taught like that. Now, my sister, my brother, you are in big trouble. You will never have peace in your life. Every day go be wahala. Yeah. Because that person just told you already, I'm not willing to improve myself. I am going to be the way that I am. So you take me as you are. Time changes. When we grow older, we need to be able to acquire a lot of knowledge to be wiser. But there are some people, both genders, I'm not going to be biased. Mmaa ne mmarima no dodoɔ na obi wɔ hɔ a wɔnyi no na wɔgyimi. There's no sense in here. They don't become more intelligent. It's like, what happened? Someone hit them in the head or something? No, because they're refusing to learn and improve themselves, to unlearn and relearn. Some of us want other people to do all the hard work and then we come and enjoy. If it wasn't for that now, you have some men, you are married to good women, and you don't take time, spend quality time with them, because you go and speak rubbish about, since my wife have children, they don't look the same way that they used to look. They no longer look sexy. I like someone who will give me more energy. Do you not have the capacity or the capability to support your wife? Help your wife be able to work on themselves if they cannot do it on their own. Some men think that when we get pregnant, we put on weight. Can you gain weight easily? Yes. Can you lose weight easily? Heck no. It takes forever to lose weight. But some people are willing, some people go on diet, they do all this. And then you have some of our men, the way their mouth goes, right? It's hotter than pepper. They will say things and do things now. You will sit there and live a sad, pathetic life. And we have some women, they have good men. They mistreat them. They look down on them. They say hurtful things. They don't take good care of them because they said a friend of them or someone says something that they see their partner, their male partner doing. Instead of having a discussion, a conversation to have better understanding of what they have, they go and accuse, assume, and say hurtful things. We damage each other for what? To gain what? To make a face? To make your friends feel like, okay, you got everything under control, right? It's really sad. I think the Nyame Beye slogan is our problem. Ghanaians, for majority of us, Nyame Beye for me. Nyame yo, hey. Nyame mama dinya shemitrim. Na di ntini ya wa adwin da yitrim. Why do we have brain in our head? God knows what he was doing. He gave us the brain to function. I cannot sit there and say, okay, I need my friends, my family members, my church members, my pastor, my kids to tell me what I need to do. If there is something I don't know now, I will have to learn. Say, sorry, I was on call. Oh, no problem, my dear. Don't worry about it. Nyame beye. If you do nyame beye now, excuse my French, foolish death. You would die foolishly. If you say God, God will do it. Hey, don't do that. There are things. It's never wrong to pray. I believe in prayers. I trust in my maker. I believe in myself. The things that I'm capable of, I believe in me. You know, you have to believe in you. If you do not build yourself up, develop yourself, ain't nobody in this world responsible for you and your decisions. You are responsible for you and your decisions. If you make dumb ass decisions, poor decisions, that's on you. If you make awesome good decisions based on your critical thinking and emotional intelligence, you put that to use. Awesome. But don't say God will do it all. Hmm? The brain sitting in your head is going to shrink when you refuse to learn. You have to unlearn and relearn. The things that are not working in your life, you need to learn to delete it. Minia nana kantataba. Hey, kantantaba. Yamamakwaba. Today, no more amana. Hey, Kate, what is this? No more amana. Oh, greetings to you too. That's what I'm kind Don't blame me. Okay, don't blame me. All right. So we just need to be mindful. We need to learn to understand ourselves very much. Nyame beye is when two or more people are willing to work a relationship, a business deal, project, etc. God will do it, and you not willing, forget it. That's right. I mean, like in Him, when you trust in Him now, God, in God's own time, no, you'll be blessed, right? And we say, God's, oh, okay. Martin, Minya Bema, Minya, Martin, Minya Bema, Martin. It says, God is good all the time, and God's time is the best, right? Some of us sometimes we run foolish race. You took Mrika phone. Baby, any kwasa wokɔ no, wosi ɛhɔ na wobɛkɔ. Esan sɛ wadamfo bi, wo nua bi, wo classmate ni bi, abusuani bi, aduru mpɛmpɛnsoɔ bi nti na ɛsɛ wo nso wobɔ mmɔden na wokɔdi n'anim kan. There's no reason for us to run foolish races. Know yourself, what you are capable of and what you are not capable of. Your partner, what they are capable of, what they are not capable of. How can you help yourself and each other? You do that accordingly. Don't force yourself. For me, I have said to myself 10 years ago, I am not going to get a loan and give it to anyone closer to me, knowing full well that loan is not coming back to me. I will be the one ending up paying that loan in due time. Hey, you going to drag me? It's not going to work. You cannot drag me. I need to be able to do things accordingly. What I can do, I will do. What I cannot do, I will not put myself in there. Even on social media, now we have scammers. Thank you for the love. Now we have scammers, not within our family alone, all over on social media, almost every platform. We have scammers. Some people will come and talk in terms of how they're suffering. It's not easy for anybody. After the pandemic, things has gotten harder. You would think that things will go back to how it was or be easier. After the pandemic, after 2020, after March of 2020, up to now, things has gotten worse. Worse. So my sisters, you can't just go and have babies with anyone, whomever, because the person is nice and tall, has 6 packs, come from how you may say a good family, a rich family. Because you know what, you can have 3 brothers in the same family household. Out of the 3 brothers, you may, if you are lucky enough and blessed enough, and your children mindset is functioning productively, they are critical thinkers and use their intelligence enough, you might have 2 out of the 3 men that you have in your house, to be hard workers, to be reliable, responsible, and establish themselves. You're going to have one of those, out of one person out of that siblings. Oh Lord, if you go and be with them now, you will cry. Your tears will dry up and you continue to cry. You continue to cry. No more manna from the sky. Oh, and I will come. Oh, many. Some people will go and pray and fold their hands on their lap, thinking that the blessings will fall out of the sky into their lap. You have some people looking for a job. They're sitting home, going to church, praying, and then they don't go out to pass out their resume, to update their resume, in making sure say the job that they're looking for, they need to reflect that on their resume. They bring the old resume, old format, and then send it out and say, God will do it. Continue. Sit there. That's what's going to happen. I said, we preach peace, but we don't like peace. Charlie, increase that volume. Peace of mind in your corner is priceless. So intentionally living is a must. Don't stress yourself. Now life is already stressful. My sister, say that again. Amen to that, for sure. Hey, Obapa, Obapa, Belinda, Ajari, long time no see. How you doing? Oh, thank you so very much. Good afternoon, beautiful sister, and everyone. Good afternoon to you as well. We have to understand ourselves. So, hey, nobody will understand you if you yourself do not understand you. Some of us are confused.com. Everything that we do, the things we say and the things we do, is confusing. Hey, excuse me for a minute. Hey, mommy. Yes. Yeah, I dropped them off, but let me call you back. I'm doing programs, so are you watching? Okay, tune in and come watch and give me some insight too. I'm talking about understanding ourselves. So when you have more insight. Later, mommy. Bye. My mom says, Oh, my dearest cousin, Stephia, welcome up. Apomo is saying. And my dear sister, Efia, honey, me who watch you. I said, who your program? And I said, no. No more? Okay. So it's good for us to learn to understand ourselves. What are some of the importance of understanding ourselves, right? Being more self-aware learns to enhance self-development, acceptance, being proactive while benefiting our overall mental health. We will be more confident, make better decisions, have stronger relationships, and be more honest. There are some people, hey, even if they dying today, they will never be able to be honest, to speak the truth. Some people cannot speak the truth, no matter how bad they try. They can never speak the truth. They can't. We need to be able to learn and know our temperament, the things that trigger us, the things that make us upset, the things that makes us happy, the things that we can use to build our self-confidence, to trust ourselves, to believe in ourselves. In order for, like, don't put your life on hold or expect someone to fix you. Each and every one of us have a story to tell. Understanding ourselves, we need to reflect our stories. How we came about, the blockage. How do we remove blockages from our path? How do you remove it? You learn better coping skills and then you break it down and you push it through. How to break the cycle. You have people who they keep going in cycle, in circle, right? They go in circles, they can't break the cycle because of what they have been taught. They want to follow through what have been taught to them growing up. Learn something new. Yeah. Oh, yes, my dear sister, the triggers. What are your triggers? I don't like liars. That's one of my triggers. Speak the truth. I'd rather you tell me the truth, because if you speak the truth, you don't have to remember what you said yesterday or a few minutes ago. Learn to be an honest, trustworthy, self-reliance person, and so many things. Learn to communicate effectively. Sweet talks. When I talk about sweet talks, I'm not talking about how to scam somebody, become 419, or lie to. Sweet talks, because hey, we all like to be pampered, right? I surely love to be pampered. I feel so good and my head swollen when I'm walking in the house and I see my husband watching me, watching my every move. It makes me happy. And I know I look good. So when I get that attention, I'm so happy inside. But at the same time, when my husband's not giving me the attention, you see me play music and I dance. They say no dance will kill earth. Asamboni nkuma sase. Me pesa mesa. Do I meditate? I will meditate. Closing my eyes. 5 minutes. If you have never meditated before, you spend 5 minutes to meditate. Clear your mind. Calm yourself. Because in life, we all go through some rough time. It's not just you. Each and every one of us. Sometimes we have seasons. Some seasons are not easy at all. Right? But we need to be able to have better understanding of ourselves, because if we understand ourselves, right, we will be more inclined, be able to teach that into or transfer that into our partners. Kay understands me more now, and I understand him more now, or not so. You understand me more, right? Okay, good. He said, he's not saying it loud enough for you guys to hear it. I said, we're shaking it. That's all I say, but they said, I have to, they can't hear you saying, And we work on ourselves. We did some work. It wasn't just within the year. We work on ourselves for a long time. But we see sister near or not in action. It's nice so over anything. So we are when you become proud of yourself and your partner. If the both of you are able to come to better understanding and do some work on yourself, because you can point your fingers at your partner all the time that they're the one something is wrong. No, we each have issues. We have our weaknesses. Who in here will say they don't have any weaknesses? I have weaknesses, but it's not as much as before. Before, my anger management issue used to be the worst one. It was hindering me. It wouldn't allow me to develop. You know, having a positive mindset. Every situation, you think from the positive aspect. Like the negativity thoughts will come, but you need to squash it because worrying yourself, I tell you, this world, I enjoy being on this earth. I am grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my siblings. I'm grateful for the people that I have developed relationship with that I'm close. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my husband. Someone would be like, you see, the husband comes last. No. Let's say last but not least, right? You say best for last. Anna. Okay. Save best for last. So like we just need to take care of us, right? How do you justify yourself and other people in terms of like, my dear Asante Gold Heart. I love that name. How you doing? Menjen Puma. Welcome. So like sometimes people would say it's my partner responsibility to take care of me, okay? Me, like I can't do it on my own. There are some instances and situations that without your partner, you will struggle with that. Our partner cannot volunteer to help us if we are not disclosing what is bothering us. So earlier, Obapa and Araba and I raised it, in terms of confronting your partner. You see the red flags right in your face, but you choosing not to discuss that because some women are afraid to confront their boos, their husbands, their boyfriends, because they're supporting them financially. So whatever they say, go. I'm not saying disrespect your partner. We have to be able to respect ourselves. Respect is a two-way street. Too. You can ask me for respect when you yourself do not respect yourself or respect me. And for me, I will speak. I will open my mouth and speak. I will let you know. I can't just sit there and have you talk to me anyhow. Uh, when you said then, so we are penny now if you are an adult and you do not have respect for yourself, our children will never respect you. They will talk to you anyhow. So don't be surprised if someone speaks back at you, because you need to check yourself, your temperament, the values that you bring. Your actions, how you do things. What are your life missions? What are your interests? Your strength. How do you build yourself to become stronger person inside and out? A lot of people do not understand that. Sometimes, like I remember, like in my 20s, oh, before I turned 20, maybe age 18 up to when I met Kay, which is in my early 30s, I had a diary. Whereas I will write in there on a daily basis. I mean, if you don't have a diary, I mean, men will not never keep a diary, but you can keep a journal, right? For both genders, you can keep a journal whereas you write things down. Or sometimes, some of the things it will come in mind, but we don't like really pay attention to it, and then before you know it, you might say to yourself, okay, I'll do this, I'll do this some other time, but then you forget about it. But if you have a journal and then you write it, you make a list of things, you can always go back and reflect it and maybe probably likely work on it. Hi, baby sister. Welcome. So we're talking about it's a freestyle discussion in life issue. We're talking about understanding ourselves, right? hmm We're going to work on ourselves. So stop pointing fingers, right? Meditation is something that I said it earlier. Like a lot of people do not use meditation as a form of relieving stress, right? Starting over, releasing, clearing your mind and everything. And if you have not done meditation before, as I always say, start with 5 minutes a day. You can do every other or maybe 3 times a week or more. It's not going to harm you. It's going to be more beneficial for you. You have some people, they will play music. Some people will do it without music. Whichever, you can try both and then see whichever one relaxes you more. Sometimes some of us start having wrinkles, and you're not even of the age that you're supposed to have wrinkles. Some people have a lot of acne. Stress can bring all this craziness, all these things. So, like, do you have mean time? I have mean time. Kay have his time. The kids have their time. And we have family time and hubby and I time. You see what I'm saying? So like just trying to like work it out and figure out what works for you. Papa Nanaraba says, speak up. Gone are the days when women had no voice, understanding, or courage. We have upgraded and have come to understand the liberty we have in Christ as well. Amen to that. Yaye wo class does not mean you not a student. Oh, yenye wo class P yenye wo class P does not mean you not a student. We are learning. No one is superior. Amen and amen to that. Ampo yɛnyɛ wɔ class no mu ne nyinaa atwam. To say like that's what I'm saying. Those who will be like, if you don't speak up now, you will die early. Hi Grace, my beautiful niece. And you have to speak up. Earlier today, when we were going to church, my niece Grace was saying, like, there a lot of people, like when it comes to situation, a lot of people they see the red flags, but they choose not to talk about it. Why do we think so? Why are some of us, we see the red flag? Some people see the red flag before they even, or class P as the prefect. Okay, I see. Hey, class prefect for no more children. Just I said, almost 2.7, we are class prefect. Hey, no. I do want to move. I said, next me, my friend was classmate in Nambusa. I also came in Tramitoli. First for class prefect for no much they put themselves above everybody. Like, hey, Charlie, not anymore. Today, we all class prefects. We have most of us have acquired knowledge. Into you're not going to tell us what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, and we're going to set that boundaries as time goes on. It's always good, like every single day before I leave my house, I want to like draw my day, picture my day, and start my day with prayers, to cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Everybody have their belief. If you don't like prayers, that's on you. That's on you. But for me, I pray on a daily basis. Sometimes I call my baby sister. I try to get her to talk about some scriptures in the Bible. In most cases, in most times, I will not have my other phone on me, so I'm unable to record it when we talking. It's like sometimes we start randomly talking about things, and she's making some excellent, great points, but I don't have any means to record the discussion, and I'll be like, God damn, I should have brought this. Why did I ask her now instead of later? By the time I come to record it, the conversation is already over. You see what I'm saying? So we always have to be prepared. My dear Carlos Torres Cruz, welcome. How you doing? So yes, I know, right? That's right. Prayer is a master key. I'm telling you, I pray every single day. Sometimes you see people like joking around and doing some silly things. Like some of us are very religious. Yeah. We have the goers, yeah, but some people, they trust and they believe in him. I believe in my maker because there are so many things that God has done for me. I mean, if he was not in my life, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. Like some of us don't even focus on what the problem is. Some of us will get so frustrated over things that are irreversible. If there is something that cannot be changed, why must I waste so much of my energy, stress myself, make myself sick for something that I cannot change? If there is something happening in your life and you know in your heart and you know by using your common sense that it can never be reversed, it cannot be changed, stop thinking about it, pause for a minute, reflect everything, come up with different goals, have understanding of what it is that you try to do that it did not work out, you fail, and how you can proceed and establish success. Can you do it on your own? Do you require assistance? How much information you can share? How much information you have to hold on to? Because it's not everyone in our circle who wants the best for us. You have to remember that. It's not everyone closer to us. Even people we go to church and worship with, some of them, They're planning against you. Eh? Some people have the eyes to see through your future. Eh? Some people, when they see you, the spirit within you, the present around you, they see, say, you are a blessing. And whatever they need to do to hinder that, they will do. We always have someone who will come in our circle and trying to block our blessings. But sometimes our mouth alone can also block our blessings because we don't listen. We don't hear. We just allow things to happen. If you have a child and your child will each go into your pocket bag, right? Your handbag. Some of us understand handbag. And take out 1 cedi, $1, whatsoever, little by little, because 1 cedi and $1 does not mean anything to us. It's not a lot of money. We don't say nothing. Before you know it, the next time it's going to be 2 cedis, $2. Every time it's going to multiply. Before you know it, they're stealing hundreds and thousands from you within the house. You never said anything about it. You say, oh, they're only doing it in the house, so don't worry. Before you know it, they go to somebody's store or they go out in the community and steal. And it's not every store owner who will call the police. Some store owner will be you too. So when you see things, how we're raising our children, when they do something that is not appropriate. We have like a iPad kids. Kids that they use their iPad. When it's time for them to put it away now, they throw tantrums. There are some children, 5 years, 7, 8, 9, and so forth, who talk back at their parents. Some of them would dare their parents. Their parents was like, you need to put that iPad away. They'll be like, no, I'm not. And then the mother will be like, I'll take it from you. They'll be like, no, you're not. They'll be like, yes, I am. They'll be like, no, you're not. In our time growing up, I have electronic and my dad said, put it away. Or my mom said, put it away. And I'm going to say, no, I'm not putting it away. Hey, you sometimes you watch these kids now. Some of these kids now, you be like, what the wow. My baby sister, Crisscross Mensa, said, how can one truly understand themselves in order to better understand others? Oh, thank you, sis. Ask again. One thing I want to say, but what's what you will be asking? When you're then, I want to say, answer what will be. What it will be for frase. What is the concept of acquiring through true understanding? Do we indeed first have to obtain knowledge on certain aspect of reality as we know it to be in the right position to gain understanding in how to treat ourselves and others? May you please share some more light on this. Thank you. Thank you, baby sister. Hey, I love it. So how can one truly understand themselves in order to better understand others? Okay. So I think when I started earlier, I gave, some pointers. Sometimes, I don't want to go into repeating myself, but I talk about, being able to know the person that you are, being receptive to your whole being, identifying your strength, your weakness, which areas you need to hold on to, which areas that you need to work on. What are some of your triggers? What makes you upset and why are you upset? You also have to have understanding of why this thing triggers you most of the time. I don't like people who lies, because in order, like, people who lies, they will say things and do things to harm you, because sometimes a person lie can get someone to go to prison for the rest of their life. We have had people who die in prison because a friend of them or a family member or someone lie on them, and they have no evidence to prove they are innocent. So, like, this is something. So knowing full well that I don't like people who lies, right? Sometimes you talk to people, if you know someone personally, you observe the person. Even on social media, you may not know the person personally, but you interact with the person, right? You go on different platforms, you see how the person, through their comments, the things that they say, you can have some type of understanding of where the person is coming from. Because in every instances and situation, what happens is that, like, my baby sister Crisscross might have different aspect of what I'm saying. Obapa Nanaraba may have different aspect coming from her understanding. You know, every single person here, and people will have different ideas and thoughts and understanding of where I'm coming from. Some of you may understand exactly where I'm coming from because we may have a lot of things in common. Our thinking process might be close enough or the same, or not even close enough. That's why sometimes we say, you have to agree to disagree, because sometimes where the person is coming from, you may not fully understand where they're coming from. So it's always good to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, then you're in trouble. Being able to examine our reactions when you hear things, right? How do you understand yourself better? In the past, I used to be reactive to things, right? Especially in my relationship, and when I'm dealing with situation, I didn't have the patience and the ability to assess things, to examine, okay, how did this came about? Why am I in this situation? Because sometimes people just react. When you are someone who always reacting, you will put yourself in situation, and sometimes you get stressed out for no apparent reason. Sometimes you will lack of understanding of yourself or other people because you are being too reactive. Things happen, you just say whatever it is that you want to say. You don't want to hear explanation, nothing whatsoever. But now I am more proactive. Before I react to things, I need to assess the situation, how this came about, who brought this about, why did this person brought this up, does the person have an angle? Like sometimes you will say something, and what happens? Someone will try to speak for you. I don't like it when people trying to, like, put words in my mouth. Don't do that. Somebody will be like, oh, what is she saying? Do not speak for me. If I speak of something that you don't understand now, you need to ask me a question. What am I talking about? Understanding yourself and others, right? The first thing, self-awareness. You need to know your surroundings. You have to look your inward, like the inside you, not the outside. Because my baby sister will not be able to tell you guys what I'm thinking unless I share that with her. We have to understand our own emotions, our own feelings, what makes us stress, and the personality that we will develop. People, we know those, some of us are very kind, others, they're very stern, they don't do certain things. Some people, they look mad outside. even though they're not mad, but their facial expression will make you run away, right? In terms of that. So, like, most of the time, there are there are coping skills that we have to identify within us in order for us to understand the critical role in influencing what our judgment, interaction with other people aside from us, and our decision making. Some of our emotions, stressors, and so many others. What happens? Sometimes, you talk to someone or your partner, the way they act, right? The things that they do within the marital home, the house that the two of you live in, when you have conversation, all this can also play, it can also play part in that. Um, the benefit of practicing self-awareness, okay? Helping you understand why you are feeling the way that you're feeling. Why am I upset? Why am I so annoyed? Why am I frustrated? Like, why this person's voice kind of like get to me? You need to ask yourself those questions, right? You need, in order for you to be strong, right, or strengthen your ability to kind of like pause, because a lot of us don't know how to pause when situation is happening. I remember I used to do that when I was reactive. Sometimes I'll call my baby sister and like I will talk to her, and then once I finish, she'll be like, I'll be like, yeah, I understand everything that you said. And then she will break it down and tell me the things I did wrong. And it's through what I said. I'm talking to my baby sister for her to take my side, but she's pointing out what I did wrong and why I need to accept my part, because it didn't come about. It's not just one person. The both of us, there are areas that we did wrong. So we need to admit it and do that. Also, sometimes, to understand ourselves, we need to practice um, self-awareness, and also in relation to others, because sometimes I go on social media, talk to people that I really have developed a healthy relationship with, and some of the things that they will say, I will relate to it, right? And if they're going through some difficult times and I have experienced that now, I can also share my own experience, to educate and to also help them be able to have better understanding where they can go from where they are, right? Because some people do get stuck. Improving our self-awareness with our circle of friends, families, co-workers, the partner that you with, we can change it just like that. You see, because with friends, you can choose to cut some people off, but the person that you with, if you are not being abused in any form now, there's always room to work on it, right? So we just need to be able to surround ourselves with positive people, be aware of our surroundings, making better decisions, and also having a trustworthy person closer to you. A trustworthy person could be your partner. If you feel that your partner does not give you that sense, you can use a sibling that you are closer to. Some of us, may have a closer relationship with our own children who are, adults in adult age. Other times, you may be close to your mom or your father, people that you can talk to, who will not bring your business out there when you no longer talking, right? Because we do have some people like that. When you no longer talking now, they will bring your business out there, to gain what? Brother Eric Banks, welcome. Blessing, Amu, welcome. Staya, hey, long time no see you. How you been? Welcome everyone. Mm-hmm. Uh, So I think that um, I have given the first question, and then what is the concept of acquiring the understanding. I also touched with, do we need first have to obtain knowledge on certain aspect of reality as we know it to be in the right position to gain understanding in how to treat ourselves and others? Yes, and yes. May you okay. Yes, you always need to acquire. Like, I don't understand some people. Like, some people, they'll be like, okay, um if you don't have that knowledge, if you don't have knowledge of something that you're seeking for, you can have people explain things to you. I remember, like back in the days, I used to talk in terms of when I go to church, whatever scripture pastor will use, when I come home, I also will find the scriptures and also read through it to have my own understanding. The information is there. When you Google on things, right, you will see so many different explanatory, like, everybody have the opinion. Sometimes you have people comment on certain questions and situations. So it gives you some ideas, what this is about. In the dictionary, there's a reason why we have dictionary, it gives you the meaning of the word, right? So the more vocabulary words you learn through reading, you can have better understanding of what the book is, the concept of the book. What is it teaching you, right? The Bible, sometimes I see people, having debate about the Bible, like, is that necessary? No, because the Bible is there. It has wisdom in it. It has so many messages, good, and it teaches us some of the things to expect, some of the things we can encounter, some of the things that has happened in the past, the path that you should take, the path you should not take. But still, some people don't get it. Why should I come and debate about the Bible when there are so many plenty other things that we can learn to implement in our lives, right, to do better? Because most of the scriptures in the Bible, sometimes you feel like it conflict, and how you may say it, oh man, it conflict. The other, some of them is conflicting, right? But if you read them and you truly understand the passage, what message is conveying, now you will have better understanding of it. But some of us don't want to hear it because you do have people who cannot read. So if you have someone who cannot read, they're not gonna buy any books to read, right? If you have some, but nowadays in the 21st century, there are some books that are in audio, so you can listen to it. But some people, they listen but they don't hear due to their lack of knowledge or understanding. How do you obtain information and retain that information to utilize it if you do not understand that? Because when you learn things, right, the first thing you do, okay, you process, have better understanding before you apply. You need to look within yourself, delete what does not help you. Then you gradually apply Once you gradually apply now, it's not going to work right away. You have to practice, because practice makes what? Improvement. The more you practice it, no, you practice by, just doing ABC, right? Sometimes you learn something new. If you don't put it in place, right? How do you know it's working well? Sometimes people will be like, we tried the first time, it didn't work, so we just stopped doing it. Really? It doesn't take one time for things to be perfect or to improve. Sometimes you may have to spend weeks, months, years on certain things. So that's how it is. Baby sister, did I answer half of what you asked? For the where, hey, mami come back na me pay. Then na ayi obapa na naraba responding to it. Mm. Those were great questions. Obapa na naraba says some of us are still in the process of knowing and understanding ourselves, so we can only help others so much, not beyond. My two piece pieces. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, like, the knowledge I have now about marriage, I wish I had known it in the beginning. I really wish I know it, because there are so many things that I could have avoided it, and saved myself. When we acquire the knowledge now, it does enable us to continue to build and develop ourselves, whether in relationship, in marriages, our career path, and everything else, right? Because when we develop, it means what? You move from point A to point B. If you say, oh, I come from a family who uh, nobody has gone to school, nobody has graduated from school, so school is not good for me. Have you tried it? Build your own life, you know so a lot of times, people kind of like prevent their own growth because they don't want to obtain knowledge, what they know, because some of us, what we have been taught, especially if we do have some mothers, they jealous of their own children. Yes, that's a reality. I'm not just making it up. We do have some mothers, they jealous of their own children's marriages because their children's marriages are going well. It's a success. They and their partners have understanding, and they see their own children happy. Meanwhile, they're sitting in an abusive, toxic marriage, right? Or their marriage was not as healthy as their own children. So because they get envious, they have bad spirits within them. Some of them get envious, jealous, become selfish and greedy. We also have some mothers who will sleep with their own daughter's husbands. It tells you how sick some mothers can be. How do you justify yourself to sleep with your own daughter's husband? And it blows my mind as a husband, as a son-in-law. How do you bring yourself to sleep with your mother-in-law? Someone will say, oh, it is the woman's fault. It's both of them. They both play part in it. So sometimes, I don't know how that happened, because you do have people who have a tendency to do this type of things. Some people are not well up here. Some people have mental issues. So it's like things that we see abnormal, they see as normal, getting into unhealthy relationship. Some of them also do that because they come from an abusive, toxic environment, outbringing. So whatever they see, that's what they see. They see as normal, and things that normal people will see as abnormal, they see that as normal, and things we see as normal they will see abnormal. We do have some people, they get into relationship and marriages, and they feel that the person is too kind, the person is too nice, and they will find ways and means to get out of there because they have been traumatized. So they are unable to, see the good that they have acquired, and they will mess it up. Sometimes we also need to reflect, do self-reflection, right? Asking ourselves questions, to focus on our behavior and attitude. I do self-talk a lot because sometimes, I need to practice, if there is a situation, how do I confront the person? How do I talk with the person? How do I manage a safe environment or a healthy environment? Because we do have some people, when they have a misunderstanding or a situation with their partner, they want to confront them in the crowd, outside in the community, or where family members and friends have gathered, right? There are some situations that you need to confront, in the middle of the night, when everybody is in, like, on cloud nine. You are in a good place. Sometimes, you can set up an environment, have dinner, have lunch together, and talk about life itself and things, something that has been pressing you. And then once you start that discussion, you ask your part, you bring forth, what is been pressing you, what is bothering you, and what, like, you are unhappy about. Don't be afraid, to speak your mind, to express your feelings and emotions, because when you suppress that now, at some point, it will not harm your partner, it will harm you. Because a lot of us, sometimes people, they don't take out, they don't do self-care. They do everything for their partner, because you have some women, everything that they do for the man, right? And the man, just enjoying it. And some men, everything they do for the woman, and the woman is enjoying it. We have some people who are married, yet they don't love each other. Why are you two together in the first place? Why are you torturing yourself? Because the person has money, the person has property, they're focusing on the material things, trophy wife, trophy husband. Mm-mm. I'm a trophy wife. Man, my husband is a trophy husband. Yeah, you can make your own, Charlie. Make your own. But serious, though. Very bad habit. I'm telling you, sometimes some people, they create their own problems. Okay. Sister Sage, yama wo akwaba abomu te say, I hope say nyame adom ne ne nhyira ohu eye pa. Yama wo akwaba. I welcome each and every one of you. Bring your contribution. Bring your contribution. I'm not only here to teach, I also want to learn. Charlie? Baby sister, I'm not sure if I answer most of your question. So we have to identify things that stress, that makes us stress, the things that we can do that will relieve our stress. And then we also need to be thankful every single day. How many of you kind of like take time to be thankful of being alive? Being the person that you are. Thankful you have a job, you have children. Thankful that you have a loving family, people who cares about you. Thankful about breathing. Like, how many of you do that on a daily basis? How many of us do that? Obapa Nanaraba said, got to run, sis. No problem, sis. And thank you for your productive contribution. Love you very much. I'm going to do promo now. Hey, the time, I just look up time. I didn't even realize I already did an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half already. Thank you for the promo in advance. You're so very welcome. Challenge page is down. Oh, okay. So our customers should forgive us. Okay, so Obapa Nanaraba said challenge pages down. Today I'm going to play a customer's feedback of what they order and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna play today for that. But they apologize. Evangelist Samuel and Sunny Yamawakwaba. And I also apologized yesterday. You know, Ghana mo light off Munjayo, sa light off, the Suffolk could not come through yesterday because their lights were out. So we'll bring the topic that we were going to talk about next week. I do ka e nyame aye. So let me do promo. Okay, we have our sister Nana Araba. Sister Nana Araba, you know, she does advertisement. So if you have a business or already in place, or like you trying to start a business and you would like for her to do a promo videos for you, reach out to our sister Nana Araba. She will do a very great advertisement to promote your business or the business you already established or business that you want to start. As you guys all read that, you know, their website challenge is down, but the website is www.challengebookshop.com. So once they get it, they fix it and get it back up, you can definitely go there and get a lot of books, you know, in regards to life issues, you know, marriage, your belief, you know, relationship, love, you know, a lot of things. Everything you have questions about, they have it. If you want it in the Akan language, she will also help you find it. Owapa Nanaraba, you know, she works with Challenge Enterprises of Ghana as a digital marketing officer. And you know, I was browsing through social media and I saw a certified customer video, and I was like, you know, this is like very interesting. Let me pull it up and share, because you know, when sometimes we do promote certain things, but sometimes seeing is believing. So let me just, you know, share that with you guys quick.
A satisfied customer.
I just received my books from Cape Coast, from Nanaraba. So remember, when you're ordering, distance is not a barrier. Just order. Trust her, and she'll get it right to your doorstep.
Did you
I can't
guys?
wait to dive into these books. Nana, thank you so much. I'm grateful.
A
So
satisfied
I just
customer.
received my books from Cape Coast, from Nanaraba. So remember, when you're ordering, distance is not a barrier. Just order. Trust her, and she'll get it right to your doorstep. I can't wait to dive into these books. Nana, thank you so much. I'm grateful.
You see, distance is not a barrier. A lot of times you have some people, they will say, oh, it's too far, you know, I don't have money to do this. And listen, things that will help us grow, to be better, to have more understanding of the person who we are. How can we change certain characteristics about our whole being, right? Because some of us, we've been so traumatized now, even some of the good traits that we were taught, we don't even, we no longer remember because of the pain, confusion, trauma events that happens to us, we no longer remember. So we need to unlearn and relearn. That's all I can say. Obapa Nanaraba, thank you so very much. So if you would like our sister Nanaraba to do some advertising video audios for you, or you like some books regarding some of situations that you going in, please do not hesitate to call her. Reach out to her on Facebook Messenger. If you have her WhatsApp number, don't hesitate. Reach out to her, and she will surely support you. We have Sister Aomre Kwa, lunchtime talk. Check out her page, Lunchtime Talk. She has a lot of nuggets, that many of us can learn from it. She's also a counselor, when it comes to relationship, marriages, situation, instances. Just reach out to her. She will support you. She does programs now, every now and then on TikTok also. Last time I went live on TikTok, she came and also talked a lot about the situation, because it was about relationship, some of the decisions that we make and everything. And she gave a lot of good nuggets. Obapa Nanaraba has, exit. If she was here, she will, confirm what I'm saying. In fact, Obapa Nanaraba was like so excited. She went and followed Sister Awo Mrekwa. We have our sister, our 21st nurse century Obapa Angelina Bar. She also does live programs on Facebook and YouTube about mental health and our wellness. Sometimes also she goes outside of that. We have Sister Sika Educate. She does some productive educational program also regarding life issues. She used her personal life also as a teaching piece to educate herself and other people. And sometimes she also talk about trending issues and all that. So you can also check her out, Sika Educate. We have Sister Aisha Ankra. Sister Aisha Ankra, she does not do live programs, but when you go to her page, she share a lot of positive posts over there. She also shares some of her traveling. Her son Malcolm, who is autistic, she shares some information regarding autistic. She volunteer and also help with parents who have disability children, and having difficulties. Some of them, they feel embarrassed and they don't have the necessary resources. She provide all that resources, for them to be able to also get their children the support that they need. But Sister Aisha, she sell juice plus natural supplement. It's not medication. She also sell kitchenware, pot set, play sets, and if how much you spending will cost more than the shipment, she will redirect you elsewhere. She also sell Avon products. For the Avon products, she will let you know. Hold on. For the Avon product, she will let you know. You have to live in UK to get the Avon products. We also have our sister Belinda Ejare. Sister Belinda has an African market in New York, Bronx. So if you come in from upstate or you come in New York for visit, whatsoever, make sure you go to B&B African Caribbean Market, which is located at 1163 Boston Road, Bronx, New York, 10456, to get the best African food to support our sister Belinda Ejare. Thank you guys very much. We have our sister Ya Boatima Boatin Russell. Sister Ya Boatima Boatin Russell, she does family empowerment in bringing awareness of financial literacy. Our beautiful sister Russell, with 100%, she also does 100% natural health and beauty advocate. So you can DM her, and okay. Oh wait, where's my bag? Hold on. There it is. Water. Sorry guys. She has also written a book, she has also written a book, Echoes of Ya BBR's Chronicles, and it's an overview of self-discovery and building bonds. So you go to Amazon, you will find a copy of her book and buy your own to support her. We also have, let me see, and then we have Sister Ya. We have Sister Ya. Oh, hold on. Sister Ya, I normally do hers last. We have Sister Sage Williams. Y'all see this beautiful shirt I have on? Charlie, don't you guys like it? And the color itself is like awesome. Kay was saying that he likes this color too, so maybe he can get his own. Yes. Go to sageshare.com to get some of her authentic merchandises or boutique clothing, whichever one you prefer. And she has t-shirts. There's some of these different design in front. You can wear it as casual, dress casually or whatsoever. I went to church with this. Don't I look cute? Yes, yes, yes. Because I didn't, like, you look simple, nice, and beautiful. And then she also sells dresses. One size fits all is 85%. The 15% is your waist needs to be 32, because if you buy those, you have a hard time zipping it up if your waist is more than 32 inches. So she also sells cream with shea butter, jewelries, necklace, earrings, bracelet, beads, scarf, handbags, and other accessories. So go to sageshare.com to support our sister Sage. Her customer service is fantastical. Also, there is a comment box. If you do go to sageshare.com and you see all the design that you like, but you don't see the color that you would like, please do not leave. Just order. Once you send your order with your email address, it's a must. Phone number is optional. She will reach out to you to confirm your order, and whatever else that you were unable to put it in there, you can let her know. If you order merchandise that she no longer has it in stock, sometimes, when it's out of stock, she doesn't catch up on time. So sometimes, we humans, she will let you know and she will refund your money to you. And or if you want to use that money to buy some other things.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
I'm not even talking to Siri. This phone is like retarded right now. Okay, so you can support our sister Sage by going to sageshare.com. Listen, these shirts, like, you can wear it to anywhere, right? y'all see how beautiful it is, right? It's very nice. I mean, I'm loving every one of them. Her customer service is fantastical. I cannot complain about any of that. I mean, I have ordered things from her for over the past 2 years, and I don't have any complaint. If she tells you you're gonna get it in 3 days, 1 week, within 2 weeks, you will get it. Trust me. And then we have our sister Ya for the Atubra. Sister Ya for the Atubra, her Facebook page is Auntie Ya's Book Corner. And then her YouTube page to subscribe is Auntie Ya's Book Channel. She also have TikTok account. It's Mama Ya, right? And then she also set up for the authors, which is myself, Sister Ya B. Russell, and her is Authors Hub. I mean, in the future, we're going to be doing some programs together. You know, we did one sometime back last month, you know, and then she did not come on the 2 weeks after that. But yesterday, I did not realize she came live. I missed her program yesterday, so I was watching it this morning. I didn't get to finish watching it. So when I finish, I'll go and finish everything and also provide my contribution. Yesterday, I got caught up with so many things. I didn't realize that she came live because I kind of miscalculate the weeks. So I messed up. I messed up. Yeah. So Sister Alpha that Tubra has she comes live every other weekend on Saturdays at 11 a.m. MST time, 1 p.m. EST time. She has written 5 books. The first book is an inspirational book, which is Reflection of My Thirsty Soul. The second book is my personal favorite, but I love all her books, is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. The third book is a devotional book, is Refreshing for My Weary Soul. The fourth book is a #1 bestseller at Amazon, is Own It, a guideline to taking accountability and responsibility of your own journey. The fifth book is My Unapologetic Self. All these books are like available on Amazon. So go and get your own. Since I have for that, Tubra also have Auntie Ya's Own It Academy coaching and book publishing service. In fact, she was my coach, Sister Ya Boatin Russell. She was also her coach. I mean, I'm just going to play a video that I saw I saw a couple of days ago, which I love, you know. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. She'll be giving some nuggets, you know, with her books. Hold on.
Hello. Do you know that knowledge is power? How do you get knowledge? One of the easiest ways to acquire knowledge is by reading. Yes, I've written books and I buy a lot of books. And so I get these nuggets from these books. The thing is, your mind, as I say, is your greatest asset on this earth. You can't allow it to go to waste. I just did a video previously and I was sharing from this book here. It's by Bear Grylls, Mind Fuel, Simple Ways to Build Mental Resilience Every Day. Another book of his is Soul Fuel, also by Bear Grylls. It's quite a chunky book. Let me tell you this. I won't sit here and deceive you. I'm a writer. I loved reading in my childhood. I really do. But I've become very slow at reading. But when I see a book and it piques my interest, I get it. It's in my library, at my table. And, you know, when I want to go read, I'll read it. I've committed to myself that I'll start sitting there and reading more. So that's what I do. And I like to come share little snippets from these books. The other author that I love is Alan Cohen, Relaxing into Wealth. So this is a bit of how to get more by doing less, right? And this here, Dare to Be yourself, how to quit being an extra in other people's movies and becoming the. Hello, do you know that knowledge is
Okay.
power? How do you get knowledge?
Okay.
One of the easiest ways to acquire knowledge is by reading. Yes, I've written books.
That's right. So, this is some of the things sometimes, when it comes to crisscross ask a question like, before we have understanding of ourselves and others, do we need to obtain knowledge, and I have responded yes. A lot sometimes, some of us we don't want to read, but the more you read, the more information you obtain. So you can use that to strengthen ourselves. And this is like, when it comes to understanding ourselves, uh, we have to do self reflection. When it comes to self reflection, now we have to focus on both our strength and our challenges. It's easy to, to be hard on ourselves. Sometimes, when it comes to working on ourselves or not, we struggle with it because many of us do not want to admit to things that we lack of, things that we don't have. Many of us don't like to do that. Some of us will pretend, some of them will be a follower, some of us will be copycat. You have some people like everything that they do, they have to kind of like compare themselves, unnecessary competition, unnecessary comparison. My marriage to Kay, he and I have built this unique ability that now we have more understanding of each other. We sit and truly talk. Kate teases me sometimes. I tease him sometimes. Sometimes we tease each other. Sometimes we laugh with each other. Other times we laugh at each other, right? And like I remember, was it 2 days ago? We were sitting here, and he's sitting down, and I pick up my legs and put it on him. And at some point, he didn't say nothing. He's watching TV, doing his thing, and then at some point, I pull my legs down, and before I know it, he carried his leg and put it on mine. So I'm looking at him like, okay, your legs like you taller and bigger than I am, so I'm petite. But then I said to myself, okay, he didn't complain when I put my legs on him, so I shouldn't be complaining. I have to carry. If it becomes too much for me, I have to tell him, okay, my legs are tired, and then he will put it down, right? So like a lot of times, right, when we don't have better understanding of ourselves and also transfer that onto others, because I have made it consciously. Things that we create, things that we do, like things that will keep us closer. Some of us tend to like look the other way because the more you look the other way, the less time we spend with each other. If you're in a relationship or in a marriage, right, or even through your friendship, your circle of friends, the more time you disconnect, you keep having distance, and then before you know it, you no longer interact with one another. And sometimes you be like, oh, he's not calling me or she's not calling me, so I ain't calling them, right? If you have a liking into someone, not for romantic relationship, sometimes, as friendship, if you like someone friendship and the person no longer calling you now, by all means, if the person does not call you out, you call the person once, twice, third time, and some time goes by, you don't hear from the person, then of course I would disconnect myself from the person because there's no need for me to waste my energy to call someone, check on the person, and the person don't. Sometimes also they don't know how to do it. So you have to be the one to call the most. It's okay, right? And you support each other. That's how life is about. So if you don't have understanding of who you are, what you are, what you can do better to, work on yourself to understand you now, it's going. Stop it. Okay, let me see. I have some comments. Let me see. Evangelist Samuel and Sunny said, Samuel, this lighthouse issue, Ghana for you. I'm telling you, sir, light off. Normal had been too much. Yeah. Bishop, good evening to you as well. And I call you Mary, and that day I watch it. I see you here. Welcome. And Bishop Wajin Gansa said, without knowledge, you are going nowhere. Thank you very much. Knowledge is power for sure. Like, I mean, we have to be able to learn that. Sometimes also we are kind of like hard on ourselves. Like when you are hard on yourself, you're not going to progress, right? We just have to learn things. We are our own blessings or curse. Some of the things that we say by mouth, right? And some of the thinking, the negative thinking that we have in our head. If you say to yourself, I'm not capable, of course, you're not going to be capable of doing anything. If you say to yourself, I'm not smart, of course, you're not going to be smart. I bless myself with positive things. I believe in myself. I trust myself. I build my self-confidence. I set back, like everything that you do, it like you have to have a clear, positive mindset. Even things that you have done and failed, if you have done it 1,000 times, get on up and do it 1,001 times, because you never know if 1,001 is the one that's going to push you forward. We need to give ourselves opportunities to exploit, right? Sometimes we don't even want to exploit anything. When we see challenges now, we stop because we are too comfortable in our comfort zone, right? Yes, we all have our comfort zone, but we need to learn to use every resources in our comfort zone. And then when we no longer have anything new, now we step out, we take risk and step outside our comfort zone. An example that I use, which is self-explanatory, is most of us know that a square has 4 corners. We have some men and some women who you will put in within the box, and they will only use one corner, just one corner, and they will continue to use that one corner. Even, I'm not talking about Patapa one corner song. I'm talking about realistically our reality, life issues, no distractions. So you put the person in the box, they will continue to use that one corner. You have some men and some women, they doing a certain job. They're not growing out of that job. They're not making enough money. But because they are comfortable at that job, and they put themselves down, they don't value their talent, the skills that they have, or they don't improve, take some classes or do things, learn different skills to kind of boost themselves. So they become a standstill, right? So you use one corner and there's no other exit for you. You push, you keep hitting a brick wall. They don't even have the conscious mind to know, say, or to realize that they have 3 other options that they can utilize. They will just keep using that one corner, and then you have 3 opportunities 3 things that you can exploit, and nothing is clicking in. Their partner is also reminding them, because their partner also have their own issue. So if you are with someone like this, who cannot even utilize all 4 corners within the box, how do you expect this person to acquire more knowledge and step outside their comfort zone? No matter what you do, no matter how many lessons you give them, no matter how much you encourage, no matter what you do to support them, compromise, respect you give them, my brother, my sister, you are stuck. Nothing will improve. You will be a standstill. That person will hinder. They will hinder your progress. Sometimes now, oh Charlie, we have some Ghanaian couples now, they have succeeded in life. They didn't start out from there. They struggle from the beginning, but because they have learned to understand themselves and understand each other, they have built mutual respect, have developed effective communication. So in every instances, they sit down and have a constructive dialogue. They learn to compromise. They know each other's background. They don't put the other person down. They elevate themselves and each other. Because when you elevate yourself and you leave your partner behind, this is some of the couples now, they go outside, they tell their friends, oh, my husband, forget about him. My wife, why? Oh, Charlie, jai. Now, my side chicken, my stars, I don't know. They're only thinking about the bedroom performance. Marriage, a healthy, long-lasting, fruitful, happy marriages does not only depend on sex alone. Sex is the surplus. It's something that we do to pleasure ourselves as an adult, responsible adult, right? However, there are some coping skills that you have to implement: setting boundaries, having understanding, respecting one another, being faithful, being supportive. Supporting your partner does not only need to come from the man. As women too, we need to be able to support our husband. Even sometimes the support may not be financially. It might be emotional and psychological, because when it comes to the emotional and the psychological, we talk about that a lot. And it's important. That's why almost all my video, you hear the emotional and the psychological. Because once that one clicked, right, or a slip, now the person lose their mind. You can either be depressed, have bipolar, have anxiety disorder, and so many other mental health issues. You have to sustain your mental health. You have to make sure that you feed this head, your brain, everything with positivity. Things you don't know, you learn. So it's always important. It's very imperative that we learn to develop our personal development, right? A lot of us don't want to do that, but yet we complain about what everybody else do. There are some people now, they never will admit to their mistake. It's always their partner, their partners that do wrong. My dear brother David Dako, Yamo Akwaba, Inyabema Rakwesi Ejapon, Yamo Akwaba, Inyabema Abdul Razak. Welcome, a long time. My dear brother David Rodriguez. Welcome. Obapa Victoria. Brother Sam Jack. If I mispronounce your name, forgive me. Obapa Angeline Moses, Brother Francis Insuman, welcome. Brother Frank Bedu, welcome. Bina and Nathaniel Enya, welcome. Miro Adams, welcome. Williams and Noella, welcome. Israel Sarabia, welcome. Brother Edmund, welcome. My dear Apa, welcome. Akofi, Minia, welcome. Obapa Rose, welcome. Rakwabna Mensa, my name, welcome. Shona got money. Hey, bring some of the money here. Welcome, Brother Williams, a champon, welcome. Pasami Misa, welcome. Charlie Kidiba, welcome. Rakweku Isaac, welcome. Kofu Menu, hey, yeah, welcome. NBF, Dylan, welcome. Salama Musa, welcome. Hey, Brother Wilson Amponsa, long time no see. Brother Ni Ade, welcome. My dear Denise Adiki, welcome. Shari Ambi, welcome. Zine Kala, welcome. Brakwesi Alex. And I say Alex because I know say we pronounce it differently. Obapa Blessing Amu. Welcome everybody. If I don't say your name now, by the time you came on, probably I wasn't watching myself, so I won't see your name pop up. So you can say hi and I'll say hi back, Look sharp. Hey, this name dear. Welcome, Brother Daniel Benini, welcome. Papino C. Wover, welcome. Hey, I see. Siedu, welcome. Okay, so I need my glasses, so Charlie. Me see me just a couple minutes, and my eyes are like watering because I had to squeeze my eyes too. Sometimes I should be wearing my glasses all the time, but I don't listen. Yeah, I I need to take care of my eyes for sure. Uh, so it's important for us to give ourselves the opportunity to exploit things that provide us with a sense of peace, gratitude, joy, happiness, um and so forth. We also need to learn resources or obtain resources on our self reflection. When it comes to our self reflection, I explained that earlier, which is something that involves asking ourselves questions that focus on our behaviors and attitude, such as what causes us to be optimistic, or else, what provides us stress, or what are some of the alternatives that we can figure out, to kind of like um, solve problems, having a sense of calmness, and then I also spoke about what we are thankful of. Um, Also, we also need to uh, prioritize ourselves first. I'm telling you, like, prioritizing ourselves first, it starts with self-care. Take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, trust me, nobody else will. Some people, have testimony. Some people, they can no longer tell us their testimony because they dead. They are buried 6 feet under, right? We have some people who mistreat their partners. And then when they get sick, that's the time that your partner will mistreat you. If you treat people good, but there are also people that their partner will treat them good and, worship them, treat them as a prince or a princess, and they still will mistreat you because that's their character. They don't have any empathy, right? But I would say that there are a higher percentage of men and women who will treat you good, even when you are on your deathbed, because of everything that you did for them, the care that you give them, the love that you give them. And there are those who will slap you in your face because of what? Because they're not appreciative. They don't show gratitude. They are greedy. They are selfish, and they only think for themselves. Social awareness. We need to come to understand ourselves. And social awareness is a process of looking outwards. Okay. Self-awareness is looking into inward, right? And understand the feelings, emotion, and stresses of others, especially family members, friends, people on social media, co-workers, people that you work with. Those who have a strong grasp on self-awareness can make things a greater priority, right? Some easy ways to practice social awareness include understand what it means to listen, pay attention to nonverbal cues, such as facial expression, body language, body posture, like sit chest out, not this, so that's not normal. Sit straight, chest out, straighten your back, making sure your facial expression, you're not giving too much, emotion. Check with your teammates when, and at work, your partner, your best friend, people that you care about. You need to be able to also learn to be able to express yourself, how you communicate with others. And brother Ankra, hey, brother Ankra, I miss you, pal. I cannot believe. you know, your Kunta said call to check on call him when you get a chance, and call me also. Thanks, Sister Adwaldo, for the promo and educative program. Have a blessed week. Amen. Thank you also. You have a blessed week as well. Brother Ankara says self-awareness is the capacity to look inward and understand our own feelings, emotions, stresses, and personality. This key understanding play a critical role in influencing our judgment, decision, and interaction with other people, for sure. So we just need to be mindful of that. Social awareness. Also, I gave them definition of that, and the things that we can do, to maintain a healthier. Brother Desmond, welcome. How are you doing? A healthier social awareness, interaction and everything. We just need to really learn to understand ourselves, right? Because when you understand yourself and you can naturally transfer that onto others and understand other people more. Because sometimes you go on social media, you have people cannot understand you because your level of intelligence and understanding is different. When you learn to understand the person that you are now, you are more inclined to be proactive and also talk in terms of like if someone is even sharing their opinion, or someone is giving their point, or someone is doing something now, you'll be more understanding to that person and also differentiate between their level of understanding and intelligence. We can't force people to understand us, right? But we can work on ourselves to be better, to be unique, special in our own way, right? Because sometimes people try to make others be like them. No, no, no. You can't have someone be like you. It's good. Sometimes we say opposite attract because, like my husband knows I talk a lot. I'm a talker. I do talk a lot, but I do talk sense. I don't talk rubbish and things that are not important. I talk about things that will benefit myself and other people around me. So, when you learn effective communication, is in connection with active listening. You don't speak over someone when someone is making point. You listen to the person, you write down the key points, right? And then you discuss it. The both of you come to understanding, and then you set expectation how you're going to proceed, how you're going to fix this and fix that. So understanding ourselves, the first homework for myself and all of you who were here to listen, take time to listen. And I also want to thank each and every one of you who share the program, like the program, love the program, and use other emojis, invited friends. All of you are supporters, right? Your productive contribution. I almost forgot to announce two things, and yeah, forgive me very much. Um, so my book uh, is on Amazon and is unveiling my life, a guideline to breaking free and reclaiming my life. It's about trauma, things, how to deal with things, how to heal, where you can being receptive to so many things. Some of us have been traumatized, so you can get the book, a copy of the my book on at Amazon. The same thing with Sister Ya. You can get your own copy, any of her 5 books or all her 5 books at Amazon. Sister Ya Boatin Russell, so you can get her book. Authors Hub, is Authors Hub Y2A Y2A. And the Y2 is Sister Ya for the Atobra. And then you have Sister Ya Boatin Russell. And then the A stands for Adwa Odom and Samoa. Between the three of us, we have 5 books because Sister Ya for the Atobra between the three of us, we have 7 books. My apologies. Sister Ya for the Atobra have 5 books. I have one. Sister Ya Boatin Russell has 1 book. So you guys go get a copy of our book and do support us. When you get the book and you read it, please make sure you write a healthy review for us, because that also helps a great deal. Samira Kasim, welcome. So Rabanka, yes, thank you. I'm going to read that. Abibani, welcome. And then also, Sofo Samuel Koso and I come live on Saturday, every Saturday at 3:30 US Eastern Time. Ghana time will be 7:30. And we come and do teachings, as marriage lessons. But most of the topic we discuss is general topic. Sometimes we may have a limited tool for marriage couples. We have a lot of supporters. Thank you guys. God bless you all. And then on Sunday at 3 p.m., I come and do life issues. Life issues, we can talk about anything. I'm more inclined to empower, motivate, and personal development. Talk about things that we can do to better ourselves. That's where I focus on the most. Some of the things that we can change in our life. It's good for us to learn better coping skills, because if we don't, and you expecting someone else to do it for you, you're going to struggle a lot. Life is too full of challenges and struggles. At the same time, there is a beauty in life, and we need to do better and avoid toxic, unhealthy relationship. We need to be able to live longer, be more happier. Try to download a lot of funny videos, laughing prolongs our life, being happy prolongs our life. So if you are in a relationship or a marriage, or you associate yourself with some people who always give you negative energy, or like mistreat you and do not value you, you need to learn valuing yourself and building yourself up. Don't allow yourself or settle for less. So let me read Brother Ankra's comment, and then I will see you guys next week by the grace. And you guys take care of yourself. Brother Ankra Kwesi said, there are many benefits to practicing self awareness, which may include helping you understand yourself in relation to others, helping you understand why you are feeling certain ways, empowers you to manage yourself effectively, enables you to continue to build and develop meaningful relationship, and improve your awareness of friends, family, and co-workers, even people on social media. Like, you need to be able to take care of yourself. I mean, like, I don't know, sometimes some people, they don't want to understand themselves because they don't want to work on themselves. Says, please tell bro that I will call him immediately after the program. Hey, Radanka said he will call you. Yeah, he heard me, so he will expect your call. Yeah. So, a lot of times, just channel in your emotions, right? And take good care of yourself, guys. Next week we'll talk more about building ourselves up. So until then, I will see each and every one of you. Yeah, take care of yourself and each other. Always prioritize yourself first. All right. Don't allow anyone to bully you or be in control of you, or don't allow your past bad experiences to define you. One love to each and every one of you. Bye, guys. Go to sagesfair.com and get your own shirt. Okay? Take care.